there is a very odd thing about the whole idea of life, because there's animal life and there's plant life. And while a lot of animals are basically a collection of reflexes, we tend to think of animals as being in some sense conscious. Perhaps not self-conscious, conscious of themselves, or thinking in the same sense that humans do, but we do think that animals have some sort of sense of awareness of themselves and their environment. Now, by contrast, plants, we believe, or we tend to believe, have no such awareness, no possibility of any sort of consciousness. So there's an odd thing about plants being alive, and yet they're no more conscious, no more have the possibility of consciousness of things that are non-life. At least that's how we usually think about it. But there is a kind of nagging doubt or fantasy that a lot of people have that plants may experience some sort of form of consciousness. There was a study, for example, that showed that the mimosa plant, called the sensitive plant because its leaves curl up when it is, in some sense, when there's movement. A study was done that showed that when the mimosa plant was dropped repeatedly, it eventually stopped curling its leaves. Was this because it was simply too tired to continue curling them? When they shook it from side to side, it did curl them. In addition, when they did the experiment again, like something like a month or so later, it seemed to remember and not curl. There have also been other studies that have shown that there is a Pavlovian impulse in plants, that plants can learn to associate one thing with another. Now, if there is learning in plants, how can we know for sure that there is no consciousness in plants? I mean, I don't believe there is. Okay? I don't think I would talk to my plants, although a lot of people do. If I did have plants, I don't believe I would name them or talk to them. But again, people do. So we just don't know for sure, do we? And that is kind of a tantalizing possibility, right? If you like what you heard and saw here, please subscribe to my channel, like the video, and consider helping me out at my PayPal through ddnoe@bellsouth.net. Thank you.